Five health tips I wish I knew when I was younger. I have my trusty little list right here, and I am excited to share those with you today. So, there are many things that we wish that we knew as adults when we were younger, possibly. I used to be in banking, and one of the things that I would say in my financial education classes is that there are very few adults who wish that they had saved less money. Most people wish that they saved more money as they get older because then they realize the importance of having built up that wealth. It's similar with health. We, as we get older, possibly reflect and look back on some things that we did when we were younger and possibly wish that we had either known something different or chosen another path. Not necessarily regret, but these are reflections. So let's get right into our list, shall we? One thing that I wish I knew when I was younger, and that is something really simple, and that is to eat breakfast, break the fast. Well, for me now, as I'm not old, okay? Let's make sure we get that part straight. I am older. So my breakfast is later in the day. So it's not early in the morning for me. You have to do what works for you. But I realize that for me now, establishing the habit of eating something nutritious as my first meal is going to be essential and helpful. And I have several friends who have just started college. Hello. And when I was in college, breakfast was not high on my priority list. And so one of the things that is important to know is that those who eat breakfast have a higher performance on tests than those who don't. It helps you to focus. It helps your memory. So it's going to be important. I mean, even if you're just going to grab a banana or something very, very simple, put a B in the chat if you eat your breakfast. If you eat breakfast, put a B in the chat and let me know. Do we have any breakfast eaters out there? You get bonus points if you're eating a healthy breakfast. So if you do skip and you are taxing your brain, especially, then you will not have as much energy or focus. So make sure that you are not skipping your break fast whenever that first meal is for you. Number two, what I wish I'd known when I was younger is to hydrate before caffeinate. So I do not promote drinking caffeine because caffeine dehydrates the body, and we have so many problems when our body's dehydrated. So, but there are a lot of people who do. And so if you are drinking caffeine, you have to drink even more water because the caffeine is dehydrating you. So you want to hydrate before you caffeinate. Actually, I would venture to say that you should hydrate, period, and not caffeinate. So start with decreasing the amount of caffeine that you get. Oh, and there's like a really good tea called Ticino. So that is another option. There are many, many options out there. Some root herbs that you can buy as a substitute for the caffeinated beverages. So don't grab a soda or any other sorry, slightly distracted. Don't grab a soda or anything else with caffeine in it because your body needs the hydration. You want to avoid the migraines, you want to avoid the brain fog. Even a 2%, just 2% decrease in hydration is going to slow your thinking and increase headaches. That is not going to be good for you. So the third tip that I wish I knew was to move your body. So in school, I was not participating in any sport or anything like that, any sport or activity that required the movement of my body. So therefore, as a growing adult, I did not appreciate the benefits that movement would give me. But recently, I hurt my knee. Some of you may know that. And so I sprained my knee. And so that led to a more sedentary lifestyle. And not only was the knee bothering me, but the knee got better. Then I stayed sedentary. Okay, I'm being transparent because I established that habit, which I'm now breaking. And then other things started hurting. I was like, what is this? And I remembered back years ago that I was starting to have just, getting up with pain, getting up in the morning and having pain and or discomfort and try to figure out what in the world was wrong. And then I started exercising and that pain went away. So it was similar when I was sedentary and I was not moving, and I was like, where is this pain coming from? In my side, in my hip, in my leg. And this was just this week. And I actually went out and just started doing some walking. I was like, okay, the knee is pretty much close to 100% now. So we need to actually get our bum up and actually do some other things. So moving the body is number 3. Just 30 minutes of walking a day will reduce your stress hormones and sharpen that mental focus and clarity. Okay, here's another one. Confession is good for the soul. I'm working on this one. I'm working on it. It's a day by day opportunity to improve, and that is sleep. Sleep is a non-negotiable. As a teenager, I tried to sleep. I did try. My mom wouldn't let us sleep late in the house, but I would try to. And then when I could on my own, I would try to get as much sleep as possible. So it is necessary, however, to have good productive sleep. So if you sleep less than 7 hours, which that's a lot of us, then we are impacting our health. And so we want to remember that as well. So put an S in the chat if you're working on getting better sleep. You want to be asleep. The body heals itself between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. So ideally, you want to be asleep during those hours so you can wake up refreshed and ready for the day. I know that if I don't get enough sleep, I am not the nicest person. I'll say I could be better. I could be more patient. And so I apologize to everybody I may have run into when I was unable to get enough sleep. So if you don't get enough sleep, enough good quality sleep, it lowers your immune system's ability to fight off viruses. It also affects your memory, and it's going to affect your attention span as well. So sleep is a non-negotiable. And the 5th thing that I wish I learned, I think I'm going to give you a bonus also. But the 5th health tip that I wish I had learned when I was younger is to manage stress daily. Stress is going to happen in our lives. It's not, after I grow up, things are going to be better, or after I get older, things are going to be better and I'm not going to have any stress. No, you're going to have life, and life is going to be lifing, and life is going to happen. And because of that, you're just going to have normal everyday stress. So chronic stress, if you don't manage your stress and you just build it up over time, the stress nearly triples the risk of catching a cold and weakening the immune system. And every chronic disease is exacerbated by stress, unchecked stress. So I ignored this, and it was not beneficial for my health. Because if you're not managing your stress all along, when that large, that abrupt, that sudden stressor, somebody dies, you lose your job, a relationship breaks, whatever it is that happens, that is a significant stress, hurt, a significant stress problem that shows up in your life, a significant issue, then your body's going to compensate, and it's going to compensate by reducing its ability to function and to function properly. For me, I know it was my thyroid that went completely out of whack because I didn't manage my stress and manage it well. So I really do wish I had known that when I was younger than I am now. And my bonus I'm going to give you is going to be that it's important to give yourself grace. It's important to give yourself grace as you travel along this way, because you want to be kind to yourself. You want to be kind to others as well. And we put a lot of emphasis on being kind to other people, but we really need to be kind to ourselves and take the vacation, take the time off, and give yourself some grace as you go along this health journey, because it's not a one and done. It is just like sanctification. It's a work of a lifetime that has to occur, and we continue to learn and to grow and to make progress. And we're not looking for perfection, but we're looking for progress. So remember that as you go along this journey in health. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. And I will look forward to speaking with you on the next War on Wellness. This is Penny, also known as Plant-Based Penny. I help people move from problems to progress with plant-based and natural solutions. And I have an upcoming speaking engagement in Portsmouth, Virginia in October, so stay tuned for more information on that. Make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel and following me on Instagram and Facebook. Thanks so much for watching, and be well. Thank you.